Okay, I'd got some questions about some new Rob Lawn picks that I'd got in the mail. I got two sets of his picks. This set, the flat hook, and a set of gems. Just for those of you who don't know, Rob Lawn is a pick maker out of the UK. I don't know that much about him other than he makes fantastic picks and profiles. It's a hobby. He usually makes them up in batches and then kind of post on social media when he has some that he wants to sell. So I was lucky enough to see a post where he had some picks, and I bought a couple of profiles. So I'm going to be using these today, and I'm going to try and do, I think it's called the Blue Whale Challenge, like white through blue. Belt locks on the LPU system. And I think I'm going to start, I'll put these over here to the side. I think I'm going to start with this low profile, and the turning tools I'm going to be using, if I can, is this Covert Instruments out of their Reaper set, and then this also out of the Reaper set. I'm just trying these out. I think Covert Instruments make some really good turning tools. I particularly like their ergo turner as well, and their tubular lockpick, which is not a turner, but it's another one of their tools I really like. Having said that, I'm not a real big fan of their profiles just because I'm more of a flat hook kind of person. So for me, I'm going to turn this light down a little bit. There's a lot of glare. For me, the Master Lock 3 is a terrible lock. I just don't like it. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm going to come over here and try and do a pretty good job of showing the pick in here and see what we can do. I also, while I'm picking, have numbness from a bulging disc that's sitting on a nerve. People call it a pinch nerve. It's not exactly what it is, but numbness on that nerve, and so I just overset everything, so I don't get a lot of feedback in my right hand right now because my ring finger, index finger, and thumb are mostly numb. In fact, sometimes if I'm not looking, I can't tell if I'm holding something correctly or not, which is frustrating because I usually don't look at things like my lock when I'm picking. I tend to find I focus better when I am not looking at what I'm doing or have my eyes closed. But I can't do that now because I can't really feel what I'm doing, so I'm at a disadvantage. And I know this is a white belt lock, and people cruise through these. I hate Master Lock 3s. The feedback is terrible. The tolerances are terrible. I think a lot of people start with these locks, and I think that just does them a disservice. I just happen to be using this one. There we go. Don't waste your money on a Master Lock 3. Get anything else. I know it's a white belt, but if you'd have to choose between this Master Lock 3 or a yellow belt lock, go with the yellow belt lock. These are just not even fun to pick for me. Okay, I've got this Brinks. This is another one I don't like because of the tolerances. Funny how these lower level locks tend to be my least favorite locks to pick, and some that I find not even the most challenging, just not rewarding. All right, I'm going to start in the back if I can. I also have to use more tension than I like on these lower level locks. Okay. I'm talking about all this other stuff and not paying attention, not like doing the lockpicking lawyer thing that a lot of people have. I don't know if he started it or if he just popularized a lot of people see it, but I'm like, call out the pins. Sometimes I do that, turn this lock at a little bit better angle. And so there we go. And sometimes I don't, especially on these low level locks, because it doesn't matter to me as much. That's the yellow. Is orange next? I think that's the next color. Same turning tool, same one. I'm going to go think I'm going to go all the way to the back here, then put pressure on. See if I can get anything going. I'm trying to get under a pin. A little bit of movement there. That was 3, I think. 2, nope. Just dropped some stuff. Gosh, this is frustrating. I've complained about it on maybe some other older videos. I'll start at the front this time, but it's like picking with gloves on, or like not nitro. Oh, there's a deep fall set with like mittens. Yeah, drop that pin 1 fall set, got it back. Sometimes I get that pin 1 fall set going all the way back. I just overset the pin. I'll set the pin just by sticking the pick in. There, that's pin 1 again, pin 2, pin 3. I gotta get under 4 without dropping everything. Am I under 4? There we go, and 4. That was that one. These are pretty fun locks. This is about where I start finding the locks to be interesting or fun to pick. All right, master lock. Gosh, I can't even think of the name of this one now. It's probably here. It's standard green belt master lock. On this one, I think, yeah, I'm going to use top of the keyway with this. I don't know what they call it. I know they've got the McTickler and the Riz pick, and I think they'll reach around in some other like 12, 13-year-old humor names. Nothing wrong with that on their tools. I call this one the trick turner, just because I think it fits their humor, they being like covert instruments. I don't know if it's their humor or not, or somebody's humor, but anyways. And I'm going to switch, because I like to pick up. So I'm going to switch to this medium profile and see if I can do anything here. Again, I think I'm just going into the warning. I don't have the dexterity with my right hand right now to do a lot of funky things with the pick, if that makes sense. Like I'm working around the warding or things like that. So I'm just kind of stuck. Really wrestling. I just got this one open super easy a few minutes ago. I'm going to start over this. Go back to this medium. This is just part of, actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can get anything going with this deep. No, that's too long. It's just part of the process with sometimes having injuries. I'm not the only one in the community that has injuries. I know or just has different conditions. I know Sandman, he stopped posting because he's dealing with some stuff. Not an injury, but a condition. I don't know the guy. I've just seen his videos, but bumpy bones. He has some bone growth, something or other going on that makes it hard for him to pick. And so I don't really, I can't really complain too much about a little bit of numbness in my hand, because hopefully it will go away. Man, I cannot get this one going right now. These profiles, or the metal is a little thicker than what I like for this lock. I tend to be a very thin metal person. 15,000th is my go-to. All right, I'm going to try this off the bottom. See if I can do it this way. I normally use a top turner, but sometimes you got to mix it up. Top of the keyway tension, but got to mix it up sometimes. Let's see what I can come up with. I'm trying to get under a pin, or get out from under a pin, I should say. It's right there. That was it. I dropped something too, I think. That was it. Just had to switch tools. So that's that Master Lock green. And then the blue, it's going to be this Lockwood bottom of the keyway with this turner. These are pretty cool with this cutout notch. So it sits a little lower. Sometimes I find they tend to turn up a little bit like that in the lock, and I find them to be too short for what I like. I'd prefer, I'd prefer to have my finger resting on this part of the pick. But here we are. Again, I'm going to use this shallow hook, or the regular hook, probably, I don't know, whatever Rob Lawn calls it. That was 1, 2 maybe, 4, I don't know. There's another one. I think I just overset that pin. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get. There we go. I just dropped a pin back down. Let me start back at the front. 3. So, is it U pin? No, pin 1 set, pretty sure. And that pin 1 set. Pin 2. 3, 4. There it is. All right. I think. Nope. Try this, see if I can get back here, otherwise we'll start over. Got a little rotation. It says pin 3, I think. It's 2. I can't tell if I'm on 2 or 3. Just overset that pin, 99% sure. Yeah, all right. I'm just going to shoot to the back. God, again, I can't, this is just frustrating. So when I can't feel it, I can't tell how hard I'm gripping the pick, and I'm over gripping right now. I can only tell that because my forearm, this inside part of my wrist is getting tired. So I'm trying to get, there we go, I got under 4, nothing on 3, is that 2, is there anything on 1? There we go. And that's a good example for me of sometimes starting at the front or the back. Works better, and switching turning tools and mixing it up. So that was it. These Rob Lawn picks, I really like them. He has one thickness that, like I said, that he typically uses in the metal. And that's fine. I've been using them. It's been forcing me to get used to, the different picking rather than relying on my 15 thousandths top of the keyway and kind of going up through the warding. Again, these turning tools and the Ergo turner here from Covert Instruments, I think, are some of the more interesting turning tools. This is my go-to top of the keyway for most locks. I'll also use a longer multi-pick style top of the keyway like that. But these are all good. Covert Instruments, if you can order the pick, or not the pick set, the turning tool set, I think it'd be a great investment for anybody. Again, I'm a flat hook person, and Covert Instruments they have some flat hooks, but their deeper hooks tend to be rounded, and I'm just not a big fan of the rounded. It's not my style. So I'll cut this video off now. It's about 15 minutes, a little longer than I wanted, but there you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope everybody has a good day.